Like I said, guys, this thing does not move. It is still flat. I don't ever really take this thing out. I really want to, and I was about to the other day, but I was kind of lazy. I don't know, but I'm gonna show you guys this. I think I spoke about it already, but finally picked this up for the hatch. OEM EM1 SI lip. Gonna be going on. I just gotta go send it off to paint, but it is brand new. It just sat in my boy's like storage unit or something, but you see it's never even been mounted. Like the tabs are all intact. Yep, brand new. So gonna be throwing this on real soon. Just gotta get it painted, but that is for another day. So today, as you guys can see in the title, I will be upgrading all around speakers in the hatch and finally throwing in an Apple CarPlay Pioneer head unit. I've been wanting one of these for a while because this one is like super clean. It has no buttons. It's all pretty much touchscreen. As you guys can see, I'll pull it out in a bit, but I picked that up on Facebook Marketplace for stupid cheap. I got it for like $150. I think they go for like, depending on which one, like the newer ones go for like $450. I think this one goes for like $350 around there, but Pioneer is expensive. But either way, yeah, I picked that up finally. And so when we did the swap, I don't think I mentioned it, but my sub wire was routed through a hole on this side where the clutch master cylinder is supposed to go. And since we put in a clutch master cylinder, we had to pull that wiring out, and for now we just left it tucked right there, but I'm gonna have to reroute it this way like I usually do, through the passenger side into the battery. And so I have no sub in it right now, and since I bought the car, I told you guys it already came with one. The previous owner left it all in there, but disconnecting it made me realize how garbage the sound system was. I mean, like this side I don't even think is working. Like I don't think it's working at all. I don't hear anything coming out that side. That side didn't either, but I threw one in the other day that I had like laying around just to hear it kick on, and it did. But I guess the two fronts haven't been working. And then the rear one for sure, I know this one right here is rattling like crazy. It's been like, I mean, it sounds horrible when a song has even a minimal amount of bass. And this one, I haven't heard it even kick on, so it might not be working. So honestly, I'm running on 2 speakers right now. Sounds really bad. So my brother looked out, picked these up for me. He got me the 2 rears and the 2 door ones. So I'm gonna be throwing those all in right now. And then we're going to maybe reroute the sub. I don't know if I'll have time today. I might just do it in a different video or off camera. I don't know if you guys want to see that. But so let me go ahead and show you guys what it sounds like right now. All right, so this is the head unit I have right now. It's a Pioneer. It's honestly really nice. You see all these buttons right here. Don't like those, and it doesn't have CarPlay. But when I do put in the other one, I'm gonna have to go ahead and buy the ring that goes around, but that's not the point. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this so you guys can hear it.
When I wake up, my tent drops, I'm frozen, my wrist shows. When I wake up, my tent drops around, I ain't fucking with the bras, taking all the hit apart, yeah.
All right, so as you guys can see, I mean, it doesn't sound the greatest. Maybe on camera it doesn't do it justice, but I just gotta show that before and after because I never do that. But yeah, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna start with the door speakers, which are super simple, and I'm gonna show you guys everything you'll need. All right guys, so I believe for this entire install, all you'll need is a screwdriver and a wire cutter for everything. I believe this will be literally all you need for the head unit, the speakers, everything, and I'll show you guys if I do need anything else. But so for the door speakers, first thing you'll do is just pop off this cover, As you guys can see, I told you I threw in one the other day just to see if it kicked on. This is one I had laying around. But so you pop that cover off, and all you do is gonna be, if you have a factory radio or a factory speakers, it's gonna be 3 screws that go like here, here, and here, something like that. But this one I just left one in. All right. So all you're gonna do is pop these out, which I really at this moment cannot remember if the OEM ones already come with these. I think they do, and you just plug them in and you just plug them in. But see that somebody's already added this aftermarket wiring, which I'm pretty sure it's like a connection. If it's a connection, all you do is just snip it off, and then you're just gonna splice these into the old connection, and that's it. It's real simple. I know wiring sometimes can be kind of complicated, but so I wish I could show you guys, but pretty much if it's the OEM one, I think it's gonna be a connection right here, and all you do is just gonna cut that connection off, and then your new speakers should come with these plugs for your new speakers. And all you're gonna do is get a good amount of it, cut the end of it, and then get the wires exposed, and then just twist them together and put some electrical tape just like that. But so go ahead and pull these out. More than likely for any Civics of our generations, these covers right here will not work, because you're gonna want to be able to put on the OEM cover back over it, and with this you won't be able to. So just leave it without this. Go ahead and plug these back on. You see one of these is small, one of these is big, so just put the small one to the small one and the big one to the big one. Tuck all your wiring, and honestly you can do it how I did it with just 1 bolt, but you would really want to have more than 1 bolt so that it won't rattle. But I only have the one. What am I doing? I'm confusing myself. So this part has to slide above here, and this has to click in there. So that's it. Nice and secure. So with this cover, like I said, it'll be too big and this won't slide perfectly on there. So I don't like how much this moves. That can cause rattle. But so yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing on that side. Alright guys, so for the rear, you're just gonna take this screw out right here and this screw out right here. That's it, and this should come right up. Slide out, put that there. So yeah, this thing is really old, but it's Pioneer, not bad. So go ahead, take this out, this screw, this one. So I don't know if I already said this, but for your front speakers, it's gonna be a 6.5 speakers, so look for a 6.5. And the rears are gonna be a 6x9. So it's gonna be a little more rectangle, not circle like the other ones. And then go ahead, pick this up. Don't lose these screws. All right, go ahead. Same thing, pull this one out and that one. All right, now go ahead, slide this one on like that. So slide these back in. And there. Slide back on. Screw the same ones back in. And that's it. Real simple, just like the fronts. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing to this side. All right, let's see how it sounds now. Also, I picked this up the other day. It's a EM1 OEM key from Honda. It's like $9 and they cut it for free. So if you guys have some raggedy, like, you know, aftermarket key that somebody gave you, go ahead and pick you up an OEM one.
I'm frozen, my wrist shows. When I wake up, my temp drops. In the stick, in the dust, in the car. Come take it with me now. Feel just how I'm living now.
Sounds a million times better, for sure. Damn. The back isn't rattling anymore, and I can actually turn it up now, and yeah, it sounds really good. So I can't wait to see how it sounds when I put the sub back in and everything with actual speakers working. But so now let's go ahead and tackle this head unit. All right, guys, so first things first, you're gonna want to take out, you're gonna want to take out 2 Phillips screws that are right here, and then 1 down here. All right, after those are out, you should be able to drop this a bit, and then you're gonna want to pop out right here this corner, which you could probably do with your Phillips or a flathead, like that. Open the glove box, and so these have to drop pretty much at the exact same time. Like this one has to come down, this side has to come down and pull out. If you drop one side quicker than the other, then it's not going to work. So go ahead, slide this and disconnect the cigarette lighter. Do not forget that, or else you'll go ahead and you'll break your clip. There you go. Slide this out. All right, and now, so on a stock radio, you'll have a couple screws that go right here. I think it's like 4 or 3 of them like that. This one's already been swapped out. So what I'm just gonna do is you have to pretty much pry this out without breaking it. There's some tabs all the way around. Go ahead, I already popped these out, so I went ahead and I popped it out. And so it's not gonna pull out all the way, so what you're gonna wanna do is disconnect every connector that is holding it still. This one, that one, and then it should be pretty far out after that. And so from here, all you're gonna do is, I believe for the stock one and for an aftermarket one, you're just going to remove this side so that you can get to the screws that are holding this in, which is just, I believe, 3 of them. This one's already missing one because I've been in here before. If you guys seen the video of me doing the, when I did this climate control bezel. So remove this one. Then this one. And then this one back here, but it's already out, so you're just gonna slide this out by kind of prying at these right here. There you go. So like I said, it's gonna be a screw right here and a screw on the other side to remove just the head unit so that the bracket and everything can stay on there. So this one has 2. All right, now you should be able to just lift this straight out. And lift this straight out. Pull this out of the way for now. Okay. Go ahead and just disconnect everything for right now. If you guys do have a stock one, just go ahead, disconnect everything, and we'll talk about what you need to do next. So pull this out. Then, so the part that everyone gets scared of, which is super simple. All right, so if it is a stock radio, this is gonna be the main plug that pulls out from your radio. So you're just gonna pull that one out. I guess some of these are gonna be in there. These are, what am I saying? Just gonna go ahead and pull this one out, and you're gonna need to buy, it is going to be for your specific year, which mine is a 99, so I believe it's gonna be always the same year, but it's gonna be from a 99 to a 2000 Civic aftermarket, like conversion harness, and it's gonna be just this piece right here. So All right, so when you go, you can get it from like Best Buy, stuff like that. You're just gonna ask for your conversion harness to, you know, be able to use an aftermarket head unit. And then when you open up your box, this is the part that was super complicated for me when I first did one of these. But this is the radio, super nice. So a couple of things that are coming here. These are gonna be the outputs, rear, outer, stuff like that. So if you want a subwoofer, if you want a camera, stuff like that. But what you're looking for is, see, a mic. So you can add this. I'm not gonna add it. I don't really care about it. So what you're gonna be looking for is this right here, and this is gonna be the harness that is gonna plug into the back of the radio. And when you go ahead and you go to Walmart or wherever, or Best Buy, I mean, and you pick up your conversion harness, it's gonna be just this section right here. I wish I had one so I could show you guys, but see, this is this part right here. And literally with your conversion harness, all you're gonna do is one by one go ahead and match each color to each other. So orange and white stripes to an orange and white stripes, which if you see an orange white stripes, it doesn't have one onto the conversion harness, but see, every single one is gonna go to each other. So purple with black, and just literally spin them together and then put electrical tape. And so what I've been wondering this whole time is if that older Pioneer was gonna have the same plug, and it looks like it will. So I don't think I'm gonna have to be putting this all back together. I'm just gonna literally plug this in, which is a really, really good thing I'm happy about. So go ahead and make some space for this. And I'm gonna have to be putting this wire back on there with some electrical tape. And this is what I told you. So if you do get a Pioneer, this green wire right here is for the parking brake. And the way you do it is you route it downward in here, and you put it down here to where when you put the e-brake up, you'll be able to use your Bluetooth settings. And I don't like that because it's kind of annoying that only when your e-brake is up. So what I did is just cut a little piece of this. I'm gonna probably have to cut a little bit more, and I'm just gonna electrical tape it and ground it to some metal so that I can use it all the time. Because I mean, if I'm on the highway and somebody wants to switch and add their phone to the Bluetooth, what, I'm gonna just pull the e-brake up like an idiot? So I'm gonna go ahead and just ground this off. But let me go ahead and plug up the new one. I hope this makes sense. If you guys do have any questions, just message me. When I was trying to do this, it was really complicated for me because nobody was being super specific. But literally, I'm trying to explain it to you guys that, all right, so when you go to the store, all you're gonna do is pick up your radio. And if you're at Best Buy or whatever, you go ahead and ask them for a conversion harness or wiring for your specific year and model of vehicle, and they will give you the specific one. It's just gonna be just that wiring, and one by one match them all together. So let's see if this plugs in. All right, so this one, so I guess this is what all this is for. So you see they simplified it. It doesn't have all these anymore. It's gonna be just one big plug. So I guess what I'm going to be doing is grabbing this and plugging it to, I don't think it matters, but just for the sake of this, so these are the fronts, these are the rears, and then subwoofers, I'm guessing. I'm gonna do it to the rears. I don't think this matters, honestly, but I'm gonna go ahead and plug that in right there. And then you see these are all labeled, so subwoofer, out, whatever. And then these are the rears, so I'm gonna be able to do them to each if I do end up adding a sub to each, or an amplifier to each speaker, which I'm not gonna do. But, so go ahead and do that. All right. Gonna go ahead and see, these are my sub wires. So if you are running a sub, go ahead and plug these in right now, right there. All right, these we won't worry about. This is rear monitor out. So if you do want to add a backup camera, this is where you would plug it in. And I do plan on doing one later on, but for now I'm just gonna leave it like this. And then gonna go ahead and take the big plug, put it right there. So really happy I didn't have to go one by one and repin all these. So I'm also gonna be adding a USB, because if you want to run CarPlay on this thing, I'm pretty sure you have to have the USB on. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab one right now. Let's see, and there she goes. All right, allow CarPlay, and there it is. Oh man, hell yeah, this looks so nice. I'm excited. I've been wanting CarPlay in this for a while. I'm gonna be definitely peeling these off. I could probably do that right now. I'll clean that off later, but yeah, real clean. So I'm gonna go ahead, put everything back, and show you guys how it looks. There it is, guys. Came out super nice. If you guys have any questions, let me know. You know, I want to be as informative as I can, because it's kind of hard to like understand sometimes when people are showing what they're doing. But yeah, so right now it kind of sticks out. I'll put it to certain holes, but I think when I do end up getting that ring that goes around it to cover, you see like right there, you're not supposed to see anything back there. So I think when I do get that ring, I'm gonna have to move it back one more screw on the brackets, and we'll cross that bridge when I get there. But yeah, so there it is. See, I was able to route it through here for now until I get a longer one. I'm probably gonna poke it through from like back here or something like that, maybe through here, so it pops right up here so I can have my phone in my hand. But yeah, so I don't want to get copyrighted, so I won't play anything, but you guys get it. So like I said, pretty simple. If you guys have any questions, just hit me up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
When I wake up, my tent drops, I'm frozen, my wrist shows it. When I wake up, my tent drops, I'm frozen, my wrist shows it. Falling, breaking laws, drop a nigga for some raw. I ain't fucking with the bras, take another hit apart, yeah. Lost V8 star, Devin doesn't talk, yeah. Riding through the city with my baby.